Now that the development environment is ready, I'm going to create a repository for it. It's here at Flat4j at GitHub. And I'm going to initialize my local repository and add the README and the source folder. If you see here, we have the container folder where we set up all our development environment. So I'm going to include that too. And what do I have on samples? Oh yeah, the samples that are needed. So I'm going to create according to the structure of Maven projects and Gradle projects, or generally Java projects. We have to put this into the resources part and just create the folder and move the samples to this place. So with this, we create an initial commit. And we have to link that to the project here. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to add the origin pool. For sure there will be some sort of issue because I already created my repository locally and I put some license file in the repository remotely, so I have to set up my branch to track locally the main branch. So now Git knows, oh, I have to merge unrelated stories. So yeah, this is a problem that I've seen before. Since this is the first time that we do it, we can just overwrite and yeah, Stack Overflow to the rescue. We have to pull with some additional flag. Yeah, this is going to merge it. I check locally. And here I have the license file, which was on the top of my repository here, and the rest of the files. So I just push. And we have it here. Now, this is simple. It includes all the stuff that we wanted to. And yeah, at the moment, this is a simple Java project. And now we are going to create a Maven POM for it. Usually we used to do some sort of setup with some guidance, but since I am doing everything from scratch, I'm going to start it there manually. So we can take this from here. We go to the Maven side. We can see here all the different structures, or all the standard structures that are applied here. And I'm going to copy just this stuff from here. And I'm going to create my file. I'm going to use Beam instead. With code to just try to use the formatter here, but I'm not sure why it's not working. Yeah, there it is. So model, this group is going to be my domain or my personal domain. The library is going to be called Flat4j. The version, I'm going to put it to 0.1. The compiler version is going to be version 17, sorry. And the JUnit version, I don't know which JUnit version we have. right now. Let's go search in the library repository itself. We should use this one. The latest stable one is version 5.9. Let me copy this and put it here. The structure will be quite different, as I remember the JUnit refactoring that happened after a few versions. So, and with this we can try it. So let's see my clean package. And yeah, this is working. I didn't have to do too much because the environment already is set up here locally. But let's say that I am using a different Java version. I'm going to switch to Java 8 and I do the clean package part. This will fail because yeah, we're running into a different version. The project required Java 17 and I was using Java 8. Now with Visual Studio Code and dev containers, this is going to be simpler. I'm going to, as I showed in the previous sample, load the whole environment with Java 17 and we can check this here. It's fine. My clean package. Yeah, it's going to download everything because the cache folder is not the same. So it's resolving all the dependencies. And let me complete the installation here. I may have deleted my old container environment because yeah, I was doing some cleanups perhaps on Docker images. And with this, everything will be reinstalled. And now we are running our project with Maven. The first time that this is fetching all the dependencies, it will take a while. But depending on your internet connection, this could come faster or take a bit longer. But this is just done once at the first execution, and then the subsequent executions are in cache and will not take that much. So if we go to the generated files, we can see, oops, yeah, that this is a snapshot file, a jar file. Yeah, and we don't have support to read it here. I am publishing this as an MIT license stuff. So yeah, this is ready and we can commit this. I can use and take advantage of these utilities here. So I don't want too many things. I'm going to create a file to ignore the things that I don't want. And here I'm going to include the target folder, which I am not interested. And yeah, so with this we are adding support for Maven build tool. And let's go and synchronize it. If we want, we can use the terminal to do this, or if we want, we can use here the source control tool. I normally use the terminal, but now since we're in an integrated environment, this is working just fine. So let's put that here. And now this is fine. It identifies what things are here. It's a Java project, it's a POM project. It would be interesting if we can have a building environment for this. So we can go to actions. GitHub provides us with some interesting actions to build different kinds of projects or template projects. Normally we can do this by ourselves, but there are some recipes that are already pre-cooked here and we can use that one. So I am going to use the one for Maven. And I want to build a test Java project with Apache Maven, the simplest one. Take it from here. And yeah, it's going to call maven.yaml. This workflow will build a project, catch and restore dependencies, and if you can see here, it's going to do everything on the main branch. It's going to use Ubuntu. I want to set up to Java 17 with the Java version 17 because that's the one I am using, and it's going to run Maven. Perfect. And this commit adds support for GitHub action for building the Maven project. Okay. So if we go back here to code, we will see in the actions part that there are no workflows being executed. So we select this one and yeah, it's being executed. The good thing about this is that this whole process of checking out, setting the environment and building will be done automatically by us, or sorry, by GitHub. Usually what we used to do is to set up some sort of continuous integration tool that would do this for us, and then we would internally set it up and configure some sort of trigger to make this happen. But GitHub is making it so simple, and I don't know why they are giving it for free. But yeah, we have that is running. And how do we know that this is working or not working? Normally we go here and we check this, and then this is green, is the latest build. But we can check some status badge from GitHub itself. So we can always be pointing to a specific branch to see if this project is running. So I'm going to put to main that GitHub garage. I'm going to put here let me see if that's the one. Yeah, I have to put the name of on the full repository flow here, docs. This is going to be flat4j actions for flow. Then this was called maven.yaml batch, and the branch is going to be called main. And I'm going to call this, yeah, main. So if we check the preview, you will see here that the status is Java CI with Maven is passing. That means that on that branch, on main, our system is building, or well, our library is building correctly. And if we have some error, we will see it here in a red flag or in a different color. Additionally, we can do a lot more, like showing what are the problems, showing some warning somewhere else, or sending some email messages or notification, but that is enough for us at the moment. So yeah, this is how we set up our repository for our already initialized dev environment and configure the environment, and how we integrate it out with Maven and GitHub Actions.